Hey everyone, I'm Marcela and I am a recent destination wedding bride. I got married this past May, so May of 2024 in Cancun, Mexico. Specifically, I got married at Dreams PLAYA MUJERES in PLAYA MUJERES, Mexico. And it was the best weekend of my life and just the most beautiful, amazing experience ever. And in this video, I wanted to share a little bit about my experience and also answer questions that I've gotten about the destination wedding planning experience and just all of that, because one of the biggest things that helped me was researching and looking at other people that went through the same process, and so YouTube videos and just TikTok and things like that really helped me while I was planning the wedding. So I think to start, I'm gonna just kind of share a little bit about our experience. If you're looking for a video that's going to share an in-depth budget planning experience type thing, that's not something I'm going to be sharing, but I will give you a ballpark estimate of kind of what we did, and I'll obviously share the package that we chose, which will kind of give you an idea. So first things first, we got married on May 13th, 2024. We went with the Paramount package, which is basically the package that is the one where you book the Paramount suite at Dreams, which is basically their penthouse type suite, and you have to book it for 3 nights minimum, I believe. And it was honestly one of the best experiences having this suite, because we were able to use it for our welcome party, and I'll hopefully be able to share some pictures in this video to kind of show you what it looks like and everything like that, because it truly was beautiful. So we had our welcome party the night before out on the terrace, and obviously the morning of, being able to get ready there we had 4 hair and makeup artists and 7 bridesmaids, 2 moms, so it was plenty of room, and we all had plenty of space to spread out and hang out there, and it honestly just was amazing. And I just had this vision of having my ceremony up there on that terrace. I really wanted a private ceremony where there weren't going to be people swimming in the background or walking by or anything like that, and that's exactly what it was. It was perfect, super intimate, the most beautiful view of the ocean, and it was great. So I'm really happy that we went with this. And just a fair warning, the Paramount suite is not cheap. I believe it runs for I want to say almost $2,000 a night, because we booked our wedding through a travel agent, which I will link her information down below as well. Because we booked through a wedding block through her, we were able to get a really good deal for the Paramount suite basically, and kind of get reimbursed for that amount, which was a huge help with planning everything. As far as the day goes, it was absolutely perfect. The coordination team at Dreams is amazing. Unfortunately, our planner, Marcela, that we had, she no longer works for Dreams. She went on to work for a different planning company in Cancun, but needless to say, she made our day perfect, and I know the team at Dreams knows exactly what they're doing. Coming from a wedding photographer herself, it was seamless, and it was just honestly, they made our day so stress-free. The entire staff at Dreams is incredible and so friendly, truly cares about you, and that's all we could have hoped for. Same thing goes for our family and our friends. Everyone had an amazing experience at Dreams. A couple of the questions I got that kind of build into the rest of the Q&A are vendors. So a lot of people asked me who did our hair and makeup, and we actually, I hired a team out in Cancun, and I found them through a Facebook group. Basically, I joined a few of the Dreams Facebook groups, and that was also a huge help, so I really recommend doing that while planning your wedding, because you'll be able to see so many reviews from other brides that post their wedding reviews. I have a wedding review in there that goes in depth, so I would definitely recommend checking that out. I can link the group in the description as well. And our hair and makeup team was a highly recommended team, and we went with Sarah to Margot makeup and hair, and they were awesome. I mean, I felt beautiful. They did my hair and makeup for my bachelorette, which my bachelorette we did on Friday night. So I guess backtracking a little bit, we traveled into Cancun Thursday night and had my bachelorette Friday night. Saturday and Sunday we had a lot of people traveling in, and same with Friday night, so we kind of just used those days to relax and be with everybody. And then Sunday was our rehearsal dinner welcome party, and Monday was the wedding. So we were there about 5 days before, which honestly I personally loved. I thought it was great to have so much time with everyone, especially with our wedding being on a Monday. It was nice to have everyone travel in for the weekend, have that time, and then most people left Tuesday. And Tuesday, my husband and I went to another resort for our like mini moon, which I have a vlog about that. That's on my channel. You can look for that. It was so much fun. And then going back to our hair and makeup team, the only thing I'll say about them is there was a small language barrier with the artists that we got assigned, and I'm not sure if this is the case with all the artists that they have, but it honestly worked out fine. Like, I was able to show her pictures and like they did a great job. But on the wedding day itself, there was a few people who like needed to talk to them about some things, and then I had like a few things I wanted to let them know about. So thankfully my mom speaks fluent Spanish, so that really helped. But just, I guess, be aware of that when booking vendors in Mexico. If you don't have a Spanish speaker in your group, or if you don't speak Spanish, then just be aware of that. So I feel like I kind of covered an overview of what we did, and like I said, I do have vlogs from the week of like showing what we did, and like obviously I have behind the scenes of the wedding day and everything, so I would definitely go check those out too, and just kind of see a vibe for the resort and kind of what goes on and things like that. But I'll definitely try and share more pictures throughout this video as well. But now I want to dive into the questions, and this lighting is just like really bothering me. That feels a little bit better. Okay, so diving into the questions. First question, how to pick a location. So this was definitely something that was hard at first, and I'll say it definitely took quite a bit of research and just like asking questions and seeing what other people did and things like that. And I did a lot of research, starting with just asking people. I am a wedding photographer, so I was lucky enough to photograph a wedding in Cancun for two of our dear friends now. But at the time when we went to the resort, it was just amazing, and I was just like in shock at how beautiful it was and how much fun everyone had. And my brother also did a destination wedding in Cabo, and that was beautiful. So we kind of were able to experience things as guests and see how much fun it is, and how worth it is, as far as like you get so much bang for your buck like with having a destination wedding. And especially if you pick the right place, like there's so much that can be included. And anyways, like we'll get into that. I basically just kind of reached out to a few travel agents and some people and kind of got their opinions and joined a couple Facebook groups, and I kind of just weighed my options, looked through different packages and things like that, and I basically landed on Dreams PLAYA Mujeres because the biggest thing, or one of the biggest things that sold me, was the two resorts. So Dreams and Secrets, having access to both just by staying at one was amazing. And Secrets is the adults only section, so it was really nice to be able to go over there. Granted, I will say, honestly, we didn't go over there much. We probably went over there for a couple dinners. But I will say you will have just as much fun at Dreams, and they have just as many like amazing restaurants and options. The other things that sold me were just the amazing reviews, like raving reviews of how amazing of a resort it was, the service, the friendliness, like the location. With it being in Playa Mujeres, the ocean is so blue and there's not much seaweed at all. And also just like the photos I saw from the resort were like the vibe I liked. Like it was just very clean and gave resort vibes, but also with still like a modern twist. And I loved like the weddings I saw, like the things they were able to do and everything. And then like the terrace that we got, like the Paramount Suite Terrace, was one of like the top reasons, because it was just so stunning. Like I pictured us having our ceremony on like a terrace overlooking the ocean, and that was like truly a dream. So that was the process, I guess, of getting it all down to Dreams Playa Mujeres, and then working with a travel agent and them validating the fact that it is a great resort to get married at, and they have lots of experience there with planning weddings and things like that. So I would just make sure you do your research, ask questions, join Facebook groups, and just figure out what is your vibe. Like, do you want a beach? Do you want a terrace? Do you want an indoor? Like, do you want like true, authentic Mexico? Like, there are resorts for a lot of that. So I would just kind of keep an open mind and do that. Next question, who to invite? This is definitely a hard topic to cover, because it really comes down to just like family dynamics and friend groups, and just basically what your priorities are. For us, we have relatively small immediate families, and neither of us have like none of my grandparents are living, and it was kind of one of those things where we didn't have a huge, I guess, issue with like worrying that family can't travel and things like that, because we knew our situation and we knew like our closest friends would be down to like have a vacation and things like that. One of the first things we did like in the beginning of the process, like before we even booked Dreams, is we reached out to our families and we reached out to our closest friends, and we were just like, hey, this is what we're thinking. Would you guys be able to do it? We kind of gave them a ballpark cost of like what would it be, and everyone was like, absolutely yes, like we would love to. And so once we got kind of the approval from people and like our most important people that we wanted there, we were like, okay, let's do it. So then we started to build like the rest of our guest list with like other friend groups and extended family, and we ended up having about, I think, 90 people invited, and then like 63 people showed up. So it was honestly an amazing group of people, and we were so lucky to have so many people show up for us and come and celebrate and have a vacation for themselves. Like, it was seriously once in a lifetime, and we recognized that, and that was like the part we were most excited for. So basically, we feel so grateful and just so lucky that we had such an amazing group of people, and just everyone there had the best time, and we couldn't have asked for anything better. So I would say just think about the people that truly matter to you. Think about friends that you would want to grab dinner with. The people that really want to be there will be there. Just remember that throughout the weekend, even, to like spend time with the people that you really want to be with, and because that's the whole point of a destination wedding weekend, is like you're there and you get to see everyone and be with everyone throughout the weekend. But then you'll have times where you can be selfish and you can go and hang out with your girlfriends and make that a priority, because that's who you want to spend that time with, and that's who you want to like have those strongest memories with. So another question I got is, did you have to visit to pick? So I'm guessing that means like, did you have to visit to pick your resort kind of thing? So we didn't visit before we booked it. We just went off reviews and photos and things like that. I did get to see the resort a year before, which I'm so grateful for. It ended up working out that I was there on a girls' trip with my sister. So, and we were only 5 minutes from the resort. So me and my mom went to the resort for a day and got to, my cat is right there, sorry. Went to the resort for a day, did a food tasting, met our coordinator, and just saw like the terrace and basically just saw the resort, and it was so fun, and I'm so glad we got to do that, because it really helps like put you at a peace of mind for your planning and just being like, okay, like this place is amazing, like we're gonna have so much fun here, and like just meeting the staff and everything really like helps you be at ease. So if you're able to, I definitely recommend trying to do a site visit and doing the tasting. But if you can't, like it's obviously another investment to do that. So I would say like don't stress and join the Facebook group. Like if there's any big advice I can give is join that Facebook group, because it will help you so much. Why do a mini moon instead of staying there longer? So like I said, my husband and I switched resorts at the end, like the next day after our wedding, and we went to another resort and did 3 days for a small mini moon, and it honestly was the best decision we could have made, because it was so nice to have that quality time together and just reflect on everything that just happened and just experience this really nice place together. I'm so happy we did this, because we just had so much fun like looking back on all the photos. Our amazing photographer, which I can't believe I haven't mentioned yet in this video, Marissa Kelly Photography. She's incredible. She's our dear friend, and we couldn't be more grateful for her. Our photos are phenomenal, and like I couldn't be more obsessed, truly. She's amazing. But we were able to like look at our sneak peeks together and watch our all of our little behind the scene clips that my friends took on the vlog, and I have all of those videos linked, which you can go look at. But it was really special, and I think like we thought about staying at Dreams for the rest of the week, but I think it was important to have that time and just like be husband and wife and just be married and just have that alone time, because the weekend is a lot for someone that's like more introverted. You do have like all the attention on you, and you are prioritizing everyone that's there, which is amazing, like as you should be. But to just get to that next resort and just be with Thomas was like just a breath of fresh air. And yeah, I would say that was like the biggest reason why we did that. Did you ship specific decor? So we didn't ship any decor. We actually brought everything with us and in a checked bag and just kind of hoped for the best. I did a video, well, you'll see in like my past vlog, I have a small video of showing like everything we packed and everything, and we just did one large checked bag with all the stuff that we brought, along with our big neon sign that we packed in a basically its original box, and we just checked onto the plane, and it ended up working out completely fine. I didn't want to ship anything because I didn't want to risk losing anything and it getting lost in the mail or getting damaged, so I was like, let's just bring it all with us, and ended up working out just fine. And I know that's what a lot of people do as well, so I just basically went off of the advice of past brides. Another question I got is, did you have any no-shows? So funny enough, we did, sadly, but just kind of expect it. I know it's like something that you really hope doesn't happen, but it's good to have just like a little bit of that in the back of your mind of, you just never know. Like things come up, whatever, but just remember, the people that want to be there, they will be there. Another question I got was, what made you decide to do a destination wedding? So I will say, I think our biggest thing was we just wanted it to be a celebration, a long celebration over a period of time with everyone that we love, and not having it be just one day, I think was like our biggest thing. And making it into a vacation was also like a huge part of it too, like because we love travel, we love going on vacation, and why not put like both of them together. And so I think that's kind of how we just got to the conclusion of it. And honestly, price too. Like, I think there is like this stigma, I guess, out there that destination weddings are a lot cheaper, which can be the case for many destination weddings. Like, say if you do a small elopement where you invite like maybe 10 people and you have one bouquet and you're not doing a huge reception, that's definitely a way to make it more affordable. For us, we were still kind of doing the traditional wedding that you would do in the States with like ceremony, reception, like an amazing photographer, videographer, beautiful florals, like amazing food. We still wanted all of that experience, but just in a different place. And so in the long run, you are saving money because it's like more days and it's like more time with everyone, and it's more bang for your buck in that way. But at the end of the day, you are still probably spending just as much because of like the cost of travel and the cost of your stay at the resort and the upgrades that you want to do at the resort, like with your package. Say, like for us, we upgraded our florals and our reception tables. I like upgraded to get a custom seating chart board. I upgraded our napkins, our DJ package, so we got like an MC and like a full DJ set with a dance floor, and then we also added an extra hour of time. And then obviously, like being a wedding photographer, that was one of my most important like priorities for our wedding. Wedding photography was something I wasn't going to skimp on, and I wanted that to be something that was really valuable to us, and so we wanted to invest in someone really amazing, and obviously we did, and it shows in our photos. And same thing goes for videography. We invested in an amazing videographer. See and love Wedding Films. They are incredible. I want to post our wedding video to YouTube as well, but it is on TikTok and my Instagram. So that's kind of all the questions I had. I think I kind of went over an overview of our experience and the most important things to us. I will add a couple things here just as someone that went through this process, and I hope I can help like someone out there that's watching this to basically, if there's something that I wish I knew before going into it, is to just remember what this day is for, obviously. Try to keep that at the forefront of your mind and try and be present in the entire experience, from booking your venue to finding your dream dress to booking your like important vendors and asking your bridesmaids to be in your wedding party. Like all of those things that lead up to your wedding day that are so fun and so important and only happen once, like just be present in all of those moments because they go by so quick, as everyone says. And try to document as much as you can too, because I love looking back on those memories and remembering everything. And another thing I'll say is, while you're there at your resort or wherever your destination wedding is, like just have fun. Like, you deserve it. You went through all of this planning and all of this time, and now you're finally there, and just have fun and be present with everyone and be present with your partner, because it's going to be the best weekend of your life, and it really will. And I only wish I could relive it, but photo and video helps me get very close to it. So I really hope this helped. If there's anything that you feel like I didn't answer or you would like more in-depth answers on, feel free to leave a comment, or you can head to my Instagram and DM me on Instagram, and I'll try to get back to you there. But I really appreciate it, and congratulations if you are planning your wedding, and I am so excited for you. and just enjoy this bridal era and this exciting time in your life, because it really is just the best time. So thank you guys for watching. Like I said, leave a comment if you have any more questions, and if you'd like to like this video, I'd love that support as well. And if you'd like to subscribe, I like to make videos like for my traveling and videos just of my life. And I know I don't post as much, but I hope to post more in the future, especially with upcoming trips that I have. So thank you guys, and talk to you soon.